5, we said, number 1, we wanted power. We wanted power to determine our own destiny, our own black community. Number 2, we wanted decent housing, 50 shelter of human beings. Number 3, we wanted full employment for our people. Number 4, we wanted decent education to tell us about our true history and ourselves. Number 5, we wanted an end to the robbery of the black community by the white racist capitalists. Number 6, we wanted all black brothers and sisters to be exempt from military service. We're not going to fight to go on Vietnam over there for the white man. Number 7, we wanted, number 7, we wanted immediate end to police brutality and murder of black people. Number 8, we wanted all black brothers and sisters to have been tried by an all-white jury to have a right to another trial because they have not had a fair trial with some peers from the black community on that jury. And then all black brothers and sisters before they in the future come to trial should also have that. We began to sum it up the fact that we wanted land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace. We wrote that out in the Warm Poverty Program that night. Went up to the law section. You said, we got to research something on the CAP organization. I said, well, you've been researching the CAP organization since 1965, following the Watts riots. The CAP organization was the Community Alert Patrol. They were middle-aged citizens ranging anywhere from 30, 40, and 50, who did not want to see any more spontaneous riots in the Los Angeles Watts community. These were just citizens in the community. So this particular group, a year earlier, year before we created the party, had got law books, tape recorders, and these armbands that identified them, CAP, stood for Community Alert Patrol. Well, you had been researching the law. What happened to that group? It was a month or so later, they took their law books and tore them up, their tape recorders and smashed them up, their heads and cracked them up, took them downtown and locked them up. Hugh was in night law school at this time, you guys. He was in night law school. He went 4 days a week over in San Francisco. It was a private law school. And on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we was always down at the Warm Poverty Office. Not only did we have an employment agency and a community liaison for other problems, we also had a legal aid agency with a law library up there. And Huey loved to get into law. Well, that night after we wrote the 10-point platform and program, Huey was trying to research this thing and find something out about the California Supreme Court ruling supposedly where a citizen had a right to observe a police officer. I was looking at some other stuff, thinking and telling you we got to put something else at the tail end of the 10-point platform and program. Finally, Huey did find what he wanted. He found a California Supreme Court ruling that stated that all citizens have a right to observe a police officer carrying out their duty as long as they stood a reasonable distance away. Bang, I said, Huey, we need to add this other paragraph thing here I found. We looked at it, we read it, and it went like this here. It said, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for any one people to separate themselves from the political bondage and to assume among the powers of the earth a separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind, dictates they should declare the causes which impel them to that separation. Wait a minute. And the second paragraph, we were going to include that too. The last part of it said, when a long choo-choo train of abuses and usurpations, usurping all your power, usurping all your economics, usurping all your political, all your human rights, and usurpation pursues and invariably evinces a design to reduce a people under absolute despotism, then it is the right of the people to alter, change that government, and provide new guards for their future security and happiness. There was one time when some white boys who wrote that didn't realize that they were functioning off the old religious principles that come out of Africa. You see, when a white boy gets in trouble, he starts looking for interconnectedness. The African people, historically, in their philosophy and thinking religious, did believe that everything was interconnected and interrelated. But the Europeans, in their history of oppression, are linear, straight line, oppressive, everything, defines themselves as the superior, the top, the only, etc., with manifest destiny and all that kind of crap. That's linearized thinking. In other words, it's inhuman in its method, in its relationship with other human beings. But African folks, everything is interconnected and interrelated. That goes a long ways back. But we stuck that to 2 paragraphs. What I just recited to you is paraphrased by us, was the Declaration of Independence of the United States of America. J. Edgar Hoover had the audacity to call me a hoodlum and a thug. Had the audacity. Well, we knew that with all the 10-point platform and program and all the other things we called for, that we was going to use the principle that Malcolm X had taught us about self-defense, because he had told us, what we saw at the tail end of Spike Lee's movie, Do the Right Thing, yeah, I read that years ago, when Malcolm X said self-defense is an act of intelligence. I mean, I read that and understood that from my daddy when I was 14. My daddy taught me to defend. I was raised a hunter, and guns around the house, it wasn't nothing, because Malcolm X is right. He says the United States government is not going to protect the peaceful demonstrators down south. He said then it's time that the black man move on down from the First Amendment to the Second Amendment, because you got a right to bear arms, and every black man's got a shotgun in his arm. If some racist come into your house to try to shoot and murder you, and you use that shotgun to defend yourself from that racist attack. That makes sense to me.